Right now.
Yeah.
Get ready! Get ready! Offsetting. Get ready! Get ready! He fell. Just trying to lead him.
Frag competing.
Good hit, ship 3-1. Now if you go directly west, about approximately 100 meters, you'll see a single hot spot there. That's the cave or tunnel entrance.
Right there. Get ready! Dragon.
Front start, clear to fire.
Stand by. Moving TR.
Copy.
Okay, you're in the box.
Round coming down, just fire.
Yeah, direct hits right there.
Get ready! Get ready! Offsetting for the howitzer.
Guy moving.
Got him.
Lots of guys.
No box, no box.
Coming out of the
One
hole.
runner running out of there.
All right, got 3.
There, you got it.
Hey! Get ready!
Guy moving
Just the other guy.
south there, yep. Still, got 2 of them there.
Get ready! Back on the other guys.
Oh, you got the other guy. That landed probably within 2 feet
That
of him.
one's still crawling there.
Yep.
That guy's still moving.
The one up to the south.
Oh.
Correct.
Yes.
Get ready! Get ready! Let's hold up and look around here. I know those 2 guys. I saw them flying apart.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that guy too.
I saw him die earlier. He was in 40 round.
Correct. Get ready! Get ready!
That guy's moving.
Yeah, he is.
He went down that embankment. He was protected.
Oh.
Correct.
Yes.
Get ready! Get ready! Don't see any other
highlight
movement.
film.
Permission to go back to the compound?
Go medium search, man.
Yeah, go ahead and head on back to the compound.
Through the lens of a night vision camera, you can see boxes of aid slide out of a plane. They will land on a mountainside below, greeted by thousands of desperate people forced from their homes. In this footage, you can just about make out the moving squares as the cargo lands. And alongside the aid drops, airstrikes against the military assets of the Islamic State, the Islamist group formerly known as ISIS, rapidly gaining ground in northern Iraq. Neither operation was on President Obama's wish list, but the White House says two things forced his hand: the threat to US personnel in Erbil and the potential genocide facing these persecuted religious minorities.
And that includes, where necessary, the deployment of military force. It will not include, however, the additional American combat troops being deployed to Iraq.
Long term, the US is pinning its hopes on the Iraqi government eventually taking control of its own destiny.
It looks increasingly likely that Maliki's finished. Who will replace him is not clear. There'll be a great deal of pressure on now to find someone who's Shia who could reach out to the Sunnis, which will not be easy.
The Islamic State has now captured Iraq's largest dam, a key source of water and electricity for the Iraqi people. There are also reports that they have taken captive hundreds of Yazidi women. Both the President and his Secretary of State have said all this bears the hallmarks of but the US
In Iraq, our dedicated pilots and crews continue to carry out the targeted strikes that I authorized to protect Americans there and to address the humanitarian situation on the ground. As Commander-in-Chief, I will always do what is necessary to protect the American people and defend against evolving threats to our homeland. Because of our strikes, the terrorists of ISIL are losing arms and equipment. In some areas, Iraqi government and Kurdish forces have begun to push them back, and we continue to be proud and grateful to our extraordinary personnel serving in this mission. Now, ISIL poses an immediate threat to the people of Iraq and to people throughout the region, and that's why our military action in Iraq has to be part of a broader, comprehensive strategy to protect our people and to support our partners who are taking the fight to ISIL. And that starts with Iraq's leaders building on the progress that they've made so far and forming an inclusive government that will unite their country and strengthen their security forces to confront ISIL. Any successful strategy, though, also needs strong regional partners. I'm encouraged so far that countries in the region, countries that don't always agree on many things, increasingly recognize the primacy of the threat that ISIL poses to all of them. And I've asked Secretary Kerry to travel to the region to continue to build the coalition that's needed to meet this threat. As I've said, rooting out a cancer like ISIL will not be quick or easy, but I'm confident that we can and we will, working closely with our allies and our partners. For our part, I've directed Secretary Hagel and our Joint Chiefs of Staff to prepare a range of options. I'll be meeting with my National Security Council again this evening as we continue to develop that strategy.